There's a few people out there, content creators in the kind of recovery space, who have this idea that if you have the right mindset and you do the right practices, then any illness can be surmounted. And I think this is very dangerous, because a lot of illnesses, in spite of all of our best efforts, are just chronic. That's the nature of a chronic illness, right? Now, I don't deny in any way that we can do a vast amount to improve our situation, to mitigate our symptoms, to lead the best life that we can with the restrictions that we have. But this is very different from saying, if you do the right things, you will be cured, and therefore if you're not cured, you're not doing the right things, which is the implication that some of these people seem to make or have. So it's a really interesting balance. You know, the victim mindset, which is often referenced in this context, can mean it's like, you know, I'm so dependent, I'm not used to taking responsibility for my health, I just expect the doctor to give me a drug and then everything will be fine and I don't have to do anything myself. Well, that's not going to get you very far, right? So you're going to need to find out what tools may suit you, and there's so many tools out there, you know, things like diet, supplements, all that kind of stuff, things like mindfulness practice, body-based mindfulness, like being, you know, really tuning into what's happening in your body, things like Tai Chi, Qigong, yoga, all this stuff. Lots you can do, and there's probably loads that I haven't thought of, but you know, there's a lot of avenues you can go down, and you can make a big difference. Usually, you know, there might be some situations where it's completely intractable and nothing's going to even improve by a few percent. But let's face it, if you're having a really tough life of a chronic illness, even like a 5% increase in quality of life is gold, isn't it? It's like worth doing. So I'm not saying we shouldn't use these tools, but the other side of it is to be really careful not to imply to ourselves or to others that the reason they haven't recovered is because they haven't done the right thing. That's just so arrogant, and it kind of lacks compassion in my view, and can lead to this sense of like, oh, it must be my fault because I'm not better and therefore I must be doing things wrong, and that can then get into a negative cycle of self-judgment and all this kind of stuff. So I'm here to say, you know, it's very likely that you're doing your best. And you know, you're doing amazingly, and well done, and I'm sorry you're struggling in the way that you're struggling, and I hope that you find some tools that may mitigate some of your symptoms and improve your life, even if just a little bit. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe.